I'm glad that all of you could join us tonight to celebrate the growth of our movement and share in the hope for its future and reflect on the legacy that we all share, the Alberta NDP legacy. So you have to understand that while tonight is so named, the term Notley legacy, for me, will always be as much about my dad, first and foremost. And while the idea of our party's more recent legacy being mine alone is flattering in the extreme, it's also profoundly untrue. Because we all know it was the sweat and the tears and the good old-fashioned Alberta elbow grease of everyone, folks here in this room and many folks not here with us tonight. You have made our party what it is today. We brought in Alberta's first honest-to-goodness climate leadership plan. Standing shoulder to shoulder with industry, academia, Indigenous leaders, environmentalists, we introduced a nation-leading plan that cut carbon emissions and price pollution while protecting and modernizing our energy industry and ushering in a new era of wind and solar. We created Castle Park, and best of all, we stopped burning coal for electricity. What we did was also about protecting the health of Albertans. And here, I'm just going to let my Tommy Douglas flag fly and say our government recognized that public health care is so important and what it is. It is, in fact, the biggest gift that we can give each other as Canadians, as citizens. So we stopped this silly privatization work, and instead we started investing in healthcare. And we didn't fire doctors and nurses and paramedics, we hired them. And we cut wait times for important cancer surgeries by more than 30% in Edmonton, 60% here in Calgary. And this fall, Albertans facing that awful diagnosis, they will have a world-class facility right here in the brand new Calgary Cancer Centre. We fixed the PC-era funding shortfall, hiring 4,000 teachers and support staff in education. And we did that because we wanted to make sure that every child who walked into school could get a good education without having to worry about moldy ceiling tiles, falling behind, or, my friends, the price of oil. In our time, we funded hundreds of public projects, including, by the way, this building, roads, bridges, transit, community centers, and so much more in order to keep Albertans working. And here's the thing. We didn't create the oil price collapse. We inherited it. And once again, for the two QAnon folks who may have slipped into the room, let me say, I did not personally cut the price of oil. We did what New Democrats do, and we stood up for those who needed a voice. We fought racism, celebrating Alberta's multiculturalism. We promoted gender equality and women in leadership. We added gender identity and gender expression to the list of prohibited grounds from discrimination to the Alberta Human Rights Code. And my friends, let me just say, we will always, always work to protect the rights of kids to form GSAs in schools, and we will never stand by while Danielle Smith attacks any trans kids. We will be there for them. We will be there for them every step of the way. To all Albertans, and especially those who are holding on to hope for another change, I say this: steel yourself, because the day is going to come very soon when we have that another chance at change. And we need to be ready. Not ready for Rachel, but ready for Alberta. Our province needs us now more than ever. Tomorrow, we come together as one party and one movement. But tonight, let's celebrate our journey, our achievements, and the bright future ahead. Let's be proud, proud New Democrats. As the Dungarees might say, let's come together, stand together for the better. Let's chant NDP just for me, and then we're going to party like nobody's business on Sunday night. Thank you all very much. Thank you for coming. NDP. NDP.